Hello everyone and welcome back to Gold Mining Simulator. So we have been busy in between episodes and we now have 166 grams of gold. So it's time to go and smelt this and see how much money we can make, and then we're going to try our best to basically accumulate enough money to progress to the mobile wash plant. So that's going to be the goal. So hopefully we're going to have enough money out of this 166 gold. I can't actually explain to you how long it's taken me in between episodes to do that. We have made it extremely hard for ourselves by turning off the gold nuggets that we found, so that's made stuff a little bit difficult, but nonetheless I'm sticking true to it and we're going to continue on without the luxury of having extra money. As I said, I like to challenge myself, so that's exactly what we're doing. So we're going to take a short little drive to the blacksmith. We're gonna probably not able to smelt all of it because we probably haven't got enough money for that, but we'll smelt a little bit of it, get ourselves a little bit of money so we can smelt the rest of it, and hopefully we'll have a fair bit of cash on us. Don't forget we have got a 7 grand loan as well that we need to also have some money for to pay off, but we should be okay for the time being. So we'll just park up our car here, we'll jump out and we will use as much money as we have to do all of that. So we'll smelt the 100 grams of gold. That should take about 14 in-game minutes, so that's not too bad. We'll go ahead and just wait for that to go ahead and do what it needs to do, and then we'll get the other lot of gold smelted as well. Hopefully we'll have a fair bit of money. Okay, so that's our first gold bar, which is weighing at 8.8. I think that is. So I'm not exactly sure what that measurement is for the weight, but nonetheless we're going to head to the bank. We're going to sell that. I think the last one we had was 2 point something, and I think that was around, I can't remember how much that was actually. So we're going to just park up here, do a quick pit stop. We'll leave the engine running just because we're rebels like that, and we're going to go ahead and sell the gold bars. I keep forgetting that we don't need to actually pull that out of the truck. So we've got 4,000 for that, so we're going to sell that one there, sell. So that's 4,000, and we've got another 60 grams of gold. So I'm not sure if we're going to have completely enough for what we need, but we should have enough for the mobile wash plant. And then we just need to rent the excavator. We also need some other bits and pieces as well, so we might need to do a little bit more mining just so we can make sure we've got enough funds. But we are going to make a little shopping list as well so we can make sure that we have everything we need. So we'll go ahead and smelt that gold, and while we're waiting for that we're going to do ourselves a little shopping list. So we have our next gold bar, which is only 1.9, so I don't think we're going to get a lot of money for this. May have to do a bit more digging. So I've done some rough calculations in my head. We need about 4,000 for the wavetable, about 5,000 for the mobile wash plant, and then we could use the diesel water pump that we've got, but that only produces around about 60 liters a minute, which is exactly what we need, but also it costs fuel, and we need to get a generator to provide the electric, which that will cost I think it's a couple of thousand as well. No, the generator's only a couple of hundred, so that's neither here nor there, but that will also allow us to use the electric pump as well, because we need power for the mobile wash plant. So let's go ahead and sell this gold bar. So yeah, 2,000. So yeah, we're going to need to make some more money, so I'm gonna have to go back to the claim, do some more digging, and we're gonna have to make some more money. So I think we need about 15,000, I think. So I need probably another 200 grams of gold, something like that. We'll go for 300 grams of gold. I think that should be enough, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. So I will see you probably in a few in-game time when we've got enough gold to progress through. Okay, I really hope that 372 grams of gold is going to be enough to move us forward onto the wash plant. As you can see, that has been about near enough 3 in-game days. It's taken a very long time. It's taken a lot of digging. Yeah, it's taken a lot of digging, a lot of time, but we have got 372 grams of gold, so we're going to go and smelt that. Hopefully that give us enough. I really hope it does, because obviously we've lost a bit of money regards to our loan and paying rent, so that's that. But yeah, hopefully we'll get back, we'll smelt this, we'll have some money, and then we can get the mobile wash plant set up. Hopefully we've got a little bit extra so we can use the electric pump. That will kind of save a little bit of money on fuel. We will need to obviously fuel up the generator as well, which, talking about fuel, I forgot to pick up my jerry can, so we'll just buy another one because it's always handy to have spare. So we'll get that done. We've got a little bit of a shopping list, so we're kind of just gonna see what happens. Don't want to be writing a shopping list too much, kind of just want to play it by ear and see what we need, but we're kind of going to figure it out on the fly, because that's sometimes the way I like to do things. We've kind of gone the long way round over to the blacksmith, so that's a little bit awkward, but that's fine. It's good to know that everything's open. I think everything's open 24 hours around here. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the blacksmith to open, but we shall see. So we're going to park up here, switch our engine, switch our lights off so our battery don't go flat. I'm going to head over here and smelt. I don't know how much it's going to cost to smelt with this. Oh, just over 1,000. And we're going to lose 37 grams of gold as well. So I don't know if it's actually, I don't know, that's a lot of gold to lose, 337 grams, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to smelt that, and 14 minutes in game minutes, so it doesn't matter how much gold you actually give to smelt, the length of time will be the same. So that's good to know. So we're just going to hang around here, wait for a bit, straight to the bank, sell that, and hopefully we've got enough money for everything we need. Our gold bar is ready, so let's grab it. I'll come out here and we have 11.8, so hopefully it's worth a little bit. We'll just pop that in there. We won't worry about the lights on our truck because we'll always forget to turn them off anyway. So let's head on to the bank, find how much this nice little gold bar is going to be worth. I was going to park our truck in there, but I don't know if it will work that far, so let's not risk it. We'll park up here, probably top up our truck some fuel as well. Okay, so we don't need that, do we? We can just leave that there. Sell gold bars, so 14,000, perfect. Let's go ahead and sell that. There we go, we have 18,000. We are well on our way now. I'm so glad. I hope that's enough money, I really do, because it definitely was a little bit of a painstaking process, but we're going to go ahead and see if it was enough money. Pretty sure it's going to be honest. So let's go ahead and just shove this out the way, and we'll pick all of those up. We'll drop them down here, move those out the way, and let's go shopping. Let's go and spend some money. So first of all, we want the mobile wash plant, this beauty here. Oh, okay, that's 6,000, not 5. Okay, we'll add. There we go. Bought. Wavetable, so that's 10,000 already. Magnetite separator, we'll see, we'll wait and see, just in case we don't have enough money for that. So we're going to get the small electric pump. We can sell some of our equipment as well once we've done this, so we're going to add that. So we need to check what cables take what, so we need to kind of figure out what power cable this takes. So we've got yellow here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to take yellow as well. So we've got yellow, we've got blue as well. So yeah, we've got 3-phase there. I can't really tell what power cable that is. Is that yellow or is that blue? Can't see any other inputs for it. I definitely know it's gonna take the big water pump. Have we got small water connectors is the question. I'm not too sure if it does. We've got big connectors there, but like this one, we had big water and we also had small as well, but I can't seem to see the small ones on here either. It's a little bit awkward. Okay, well, we'll leave that as it is for now. We will grab power cable, I think. We have got, so that's going to take a low power cable. I assume this is going to take it's very hard to tell what takes what, which is a little bit awkward. Okay, so let's just go ahead. We're going to buy a power splitter just in case. We're going to buy a couple of these cables because they're relatively cheap. We're going to buy a high voltage cable as well, and we're also going to buy an extension, so that will do that. Go into there. We've got the water pump as well, so okay, I think we should buy another one of those. So that's that sorted. We've already got one pipe with a filter, which is fine. What else are we going to need though? So minus Mox XL. Interesting. So we've already got big pipe. We've already got small pipes. We obviously need to power that. I reckon we're going to need a few more. So we've got a huge water splitter, fat hose connector. We've also got a water splitter here as well, which goes from a big hose into two small. So we're probably going to need that. We're probably going to need a couple of more. We just need 2 of those. And I reckon we're going to need another one of those. And we're also going to need a connector, because that will split, you see, from the fat water hose, which go into here, into there, one into our wash plant and one into our wave table as well. So that's the way that's going to work. And we need to find out if we've got enough money for our magnetite separator. So 14,000. Oh, it's going to be cutting it a bit fine. I think we should hold off because we don't want the magnetite separator without the trailer. The trailer costs 4,000 as well. So I think we've got everything we need. If not, we can always come back. So we've got the wave table, the electric pump, mobile generator, power splitter, etc. Okay, so we did want to buy another jerry can. So we're going to we'll buy 2 of those, I think. And then we've even got some money for fuel, so that's fine. We'll order that. We'll stack all that into our truck. Hopefully it's all gonna fit. We'll work it out. We'll have to play some sort of jigsaw. We'll make it fit. We'll make it fit. Don't worry about that. So I'm gonna get all this loaded up. We'll pick up our trailer, head down to the wash plant, and we will get it all set up. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so I'm starting to realize I probably bought too much stuff, but as I always think and what I always say is it's always better to be safe than sorry. So let's go ahead and figure out how we connect this up. Throttle, headlights, hide controls. Not exactly sure how to hook this up. So throttle, differential lock, exit, backpack, hide controls. Do we need to get out and hitch it up? Is that what we need to do? Use. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So here we go. Off to the plant we go. We need to take a pit stop in this direction though, because we need to go and stock up on a bit of fuel. So we have got 4,000 left. So that's good. That's give us a little bit of money left over. Fuel level is low. I am well aware of that. So we're going to just shove this round about here. Okay, so let's pump this up. So what have we got here? We've got a jerry can, which we will fill right up. That's step 1. We've got the generator. We'll fill that one up as well while we're here. We've got another jerry can, which we'll do here. We'll pick the pump up. Can we use it here? Yeah, just about. Okay, a little fiddling around, but we've managed to get it done anyway. We'll fill that, and then we'll fill the truck up as well. That will give us a nice bit of fuel. Job done. So everything's all full of fuel. So now we can make our way back to our claim, and we can finally get all of this set up and start making some real money. Oh yes, I forgot. We need to make a pit stop. We need to go via the machine shop because we're going to need the excavator. So a complete wrong turn there, but we need to go this way. This way? Is it this way? Oh, I can never remember where anything is. Yeah, it's here, so not quite this way, but yeah, this way. So that will do. I'll walk the rest of the way because I'm not going all the way back there. Can we hop over the fence? No, we can't. I'm not going to try and turn around there. So that is that. So let's go ahead and get the small excavator. So that's for 1,800. Daily rental of 720. Yeah, we're gonna have to rent it. We definitely haven't got enough money to do anything else, so that's that. Order. So automatic transport to nearest storage. Can we go ahead and send that over to there? You can. So small excavator is moved over there. We also probably haven't got a lot of fuel for it, so at some point we're going to need a mobile fuel tank as well, but we're not going to worry about that too much for now. We're just going to try and get some stuff flowing through this wash plant. So it's nice and early in the morning, so we have got most of the day, so we're going to utilize our first day's rental. We're going to hit that nice claim that we tried to start digging. It wasn't very viable doing it that that way with the shovel, so I decided to just use the little hog pan claim, and I was using that quite a lot to get the gold that we needed to get all this stuff. So this is what, yeah, we're basically planning to go ahead and get this all set up over by that little bit of claim. Is going to be the plan. So it is quite far away, so I might need to pick something a little bit closer to start with, because I don't really want like massive length of hose going all the way across. That's where sort of a mobile water tank would be handy, which we haven't got as of yet, because I don't think we're going to make it all the way over there with just that bit of hose. So let's have a look and see. Let's look at our gold map and see what we have that's relatively close by that we can still get a decent amount of gold from. So we have got this one here, this little bit of 119 square, so I think we'll toggle that. That's relatively close, so we should be able to achieve that one. So that's quite achievable, I think. Especially to start us off with. Once we get the mobile water tank and stuff, we can kind of shove it all the way over there. That might be a little bit better, but for now what we're going to do is we're going to try and park this as best we can. In fact, let's swing this round. We'll go this way. This might be better, or is it? No, we kind of want it. Yeah, what we want to do is, that's better. I can actually move the camera now. I can actually see what I'm doing. So we want this to be as close as possible. So probably a little bit further forward, so about there. That's pretty much where we want it. Let's switch off the engine and let's get our mobile wash plant set up. So we will go ahead and disconnect that. That's all set up. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go and see what we need. So we need high voltage power from here. We have a switch. Okay, so let's go ahead and get everything out. I'm gonna dump all this out of here. So mobile generator, we're going to pop just here for now. We have got a hose connector, probably going to need that. So we have a fat hose. So what water connectors have we got over here? So we've got this here. Does this connect anywhere to it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so we don't need that one. We need this hose connector here. So yeah, so that one connects just into there like that. So that's handy to know. We have this here, which we don't really need too much now. This extension, which we probably don't need. We've got some diesel, and I think that was about it, wasn't it? We also need some buckets, so that's going to be that for now. Let's go ahead and pop this here temporarily. So we'll move that. Okay, so we need high voltage power. We need to go from here, and that will also connect over to this one. We do need a low voltage power going from here into this one. So that's them two all plumbed up and working. We're probably going to need these. We'll pop those next to the mobile generator. So that's good. All of these buckets we're going to need. Definitely going to need these buckets. I can't remember exactly where we need to put those, but once we pick them up it will tell us, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, so we just need that one bucket. We will go ahead and get the other buckets as well. I just want them to stand upright. No, okay, can we stack these on here? Oh, we can. Nice, that looks nice and tidy. So we've got that. Now all we need to do is, actually, did I not buy the electric pump? I'm sure I bought an electric pump. Did I not buy the electric pump, or are we just going with the diesel pump? I'm sure I bought the electric pump. We didn't lose it anywhere, did we? I found our electric pump. Here it is. Apparently it fell out of the truck. That's a little bit awkward. Okay, so here we are back. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what connection this electric pump is. It is yellow. Perfect. Okay, so that means we can go ahead and disconnect this one from here. Where's our splitter gone? That's our pump splitter. There's our splitter. Okay, so I took a small little trip back just to get some more items. So what we're going to need to do is we do need to bear in mind as well water pressure. So if our water pressure is struggling a little bit, we have got the diesel pump as well, but we're just going to get this set up first. So we've got electric here from our generator, which we're going to hook up. Right, let's see how long we can get this hose. So that's 30 meters. So we're going to have to try and go as long as possible over in this direction. So that's as far as that will go. So that's 30 meters. We could just put the pump there and maybe, yeah, I think we should be all right actually. So that's 30 meters from there. We can go ahead and put this down. So we'll go ahead and put this here, I think. We'll grab the end of this. We won't do it full length 30 meters. Oh, no. I want you to go there. How do we place items down properly? Okay, we'll just plonk that there for now. You can go there. And then that was 30 meters, so that's perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and grab this one. We're going to go to there, drag this all the way up. That should be perfectly fine to there. Perfect. And then what we can do is we can go 30 meters from this one. So we can go 30 meters from there all the way over to here. We can just hold the pipe and keep pressing spacebar and it sent us up flying. That's pretty cool. Did not mean to do that at all, but there we go. So try and drag this as far as we can. Got a little bit extra length in here, so it won't let us go over this way for some reason, unless that's the maximum amount it will go. Just keeps getting stuck. Let's try and wind up the cable and see what happens. Pick up. Okay, right, let's see what happens if we go to there. So yeah, that's going to be fine to there. 49 out of 50, that will do. So them cables are quite long actually. They're 50 meter length cables, which is pretty good. So this is electric. So we're going to have to try, we're going to have to put this splitter in. So we've got a blue cable here. We've got a blue cable there as well. The generator can probably move a little closer, to be honest. So we've got to have to pump over there. We have got extension cables. Let's see how many yellows we've got. I think we've only got 2 extra yellows and we've got 1 yellow there. So that's extension. So yeah, let's disconnect this. We're going to pick up this generator. We're going to pop it here. That should give us, that should be okay. We're going to pick this up, see how long we have got over here. So we have, doesn't say, but we can keep going. Maybe that's a pretty long cable indeed. So in fact, yeah, put the generator there, I guess. We can have that close by. We've got power cable here. Get myself a little bit confused now. So let's go ahead and we're going to disconnect this one, doing this kind of the long-winded way round, but we're going to do it like this just so we can make sure we've got enough length. So we could probably keep going with that cable, to be honest. What we're going to do is drop this one over here just so we can make sure we've got enough cable for our pipe. So we'll go ahead and pop that one there. Should be able to pop this in. Perfect. That one's already blue. So we need this blue cable. We need to connect that to there. This one up to here. No, come back here. Where's it gone? Oh, why is it doing this? Okay, so we're gonna ramp it up here. Okay, gonna have to move this a little bit closer. Doesn't want to go that far, which is fine. That's not a problem. This is what it's all about. Sometimes it makes it very difficult to try and do this. Plug you into there. Perfect. I got it that time round. You can go into there. We've got this yellow cable here, which we will go ahead and plumb into up here into this one. And then we'll drag this all the way along here. And then our pump can go pretty much here. So our pump should be able to go there. We should be able to run quite a lengthy hose all the way up. So that shouldn't be a problem. The hose that needs to go, yeah. So that's fine. So we can go ahead and pop this pump just here. No, can you go nicely? Thank you. So that should in, and then we need this one on your out. That should in there. Your out is over this side. There we go. So that should out. That should in. We have got a small couplers there as well, but it'll be better if we use the big ones. So now we can head on over here and we can disconnect to this one, wind this up. We've got our filter there, so that's fine. See if we can go, we'll go this way, I think. See if we can go ahead and drag it all the way along and pop into there. No, pop into there. Thank you very much. Okay, so 0 out of 100 meters, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Okay, so that's that all connected. That's connected, that's connected. We'll go ahead and dump all these into our storage, just in case we ever need them, but they can just stay there for now. We'll go ahead and grab these, put these by our generator, and we can go and set head and make sure our pump is working. So we're going to fire this bad boy up, make sure our pumps are working. So there we go, generator on. Let's see if we have any water. So pump, we probably need to turn the pump on, don't we? That might be a good idea. So the pump's getting water, which is good. Oh yeah, we haven't actually plugged the pump in yet. But let's sort that little issue out. Bob's your uncle. Flick this on, 50. Doesn't look like we're getting any water from here. Out, in. We're not getting anything. No liters per minute out of 80. What's going on here? 59 meters. Detached filter. It should be okay. It should be getting water, but that's something's not quite right here, is it? There's nothing else we have to do, is there? We've got power. We've got water. Ah, it's probably not saying, yeah, it's not saying anything because it's not actually pumping anything. So we have got some pay dirt in here, so let's check out our wavetable. Let's make sure that works. So we're going to grab a bucket from here. Oh no, that we don't need to do that, do we? Let's go ahead and grab our pay dirt from here. Gonna pump that in there. Lovely, at least that gives us our buckets back. A very small amount of gold, but at least that's kind of working, so that's good. Okay, perfect. So time to get the excavator then. Let's stick our car back over there somewhere out the way, then we can go ahead and jump in our excavator and start mining some of this land. So we'll pop this over here for now. We'll put it in our storage shed. Hopefully our excavator's got a little bit of fuel in it, but let's see how much dirt we can mine for one day. So definitely going to want to change that view. It's got a little bit of fuel in it. That should be okay. Should be okay to get us started. So let's take a little bit of a drive over there and let's work out if I remember how to use the excavator. So our goal with this is to get our first 1,000 grams of gold and see how much money that gives us. And that way we can have a mobile fuel tank. We can leave all the pump and everything connected. We can just flick the pump on as and when we need to fill up the water tank. But I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it. Okay, so here we are. So what we're going to do first of all is jump out very quickly, turn this wavetable off because we don't need it on anymore. And it's just kind of wasting fuel and energy. So let's go ahead and start mining some of this. So shift, we need to open and close. So bucket up, bucket down. Okay, that's rotate. Probably need to change a view. So stick forward, stick backwards, open and close. Okay, so this is definitely going to take some doing, but I think we're going to get there. Okay, so we need to come up a little bit, I think. Yeah, that was just a little bit too deep. So we can go ahead, rotate this round. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so change the camera angle, I think. Okay, so we need to stick forward, stick backwards. Okay, so we need to lift it up and we need to open. Well, that's a little bit awkward. We can't go up anymore. This is very difficult to do, I won't lie. I keep pressing the wrong buttons, so we're going to have to, I think, drive around this way. Okay, so let's swing this round now. Hopefully we can do like this, so we can go all the way out. Not quite, we're still too far away. This is not the best spot of land to be in, I won't lie. It's making it very difficult. Okay, we're just going to have to go for this, I think. We can go up a bit more, actually. Okay, let's try and position this a little bit better. So there we go. We position it there for now. We can come down. We can drop this in a little bit, and then we can open up our bucket. Now, hopefully this should work. Oh yeah, we forgot to turn our wash plant on. That might help. On we go. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out a bit better now. So we need to go F like this. We need to drop it. We need to come out. We need to go out a little bit more. I'm slowly getting there. Taking a lot of concentration, but we're slowly getting there. Oh, that was actually nice. If we just keep our bucket open like this, we should be able to do this a little bit easier. I pressed it again. I need to change that button. Okay, bear with me 2 seconds. Let me sort my keybinds out. The keybinds have sorted, so I've got them all basically on my mouse to make things a little bit easier. And that's making it a lot easier. I actually can actually see what I'm doing now, so that's good. Let's open this up. I'm going to close this down. So 9% full on the back the bucket, which is good. We are going to bring this in a little bit more. We'll open this up. I'm going to get nice and down and dirty with this. So we're definitely going to just close this up. There we go. Nice. Don't want to drop any. All right, we'll just open this up straight into there. Perfect. Okay, we're slowly getting the hang of it now. We're slowly getting the hang of it. Well, that's it. We've reached the end. We've run out of fuel. So we got a 95% bucket full. So that was the aim, to try and get one full bucket. So let's go ahead and shove this in here. We've got minus 11 for a minute. So might as well switch that off. We'll process this and we'll see how much gold we get out of it. Okay, so we got 114 grams of gold out of that. So we didn't do too bad at all. Definitely need to kind of perfect this a little bit. It'd probably be worth trying to move some things around a little bit. It's getting a little bit difficult now with the excavator to kind of dig at this level. So yeah, but I think we'll just carry on. We'll carry on doing what we're doing. It might be worth moving the wash plant sort of higher up a little bit, just to give us a little bit more oomph. But I'll have a play around with that in between episodes and we'll see how we get on. But that is going to be it for this episode. We've explored the wash plant, so we'll go ahead and dive a little bit more into that. But hopefully you're liking the episode and the series so far. If you have, make sure you hit that like button. Your support is always greatly appreciated. It's been Kryptonite here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.